Okay, so yesterday went really, really well. I got a lot of emails and a lot of comments and just a lot of emails about stories of people, what they're going through, telling me what they're doing for their weight loss. And this is exactly what I was hoping for, because I really want it to be a group thing. I don't want it to be just a me thing. So I want to hear this stuff. And if you do send me this stuff, let me know if I can use it and if I can talk about it, because I really would like to share what everybody else is going through, because obviously people are not going through exactly what I'm going through. And if we share different stories, there's going to be somebody that's going through the same thing, and it's going to be inspiring. So if you send me something, let me know if I can use it, and let me know if I can use your name. If not, let me know so that I don't. And yeah, so I got a great response from everybody, and it was just really, really, really great to hear that people are inspired by this kind of stuff, and that really, really helps. So I wanted to kind of, I guess, talk about what, how I'm doing here where I am now, and what I am doing. I've had a lot of questions about what diet I'm using and that kind of stuff. I have lost another ½ pound, so I am down about 22 pounds right now. And from when I started on December 17th, that's not including the weight that I have lost before that. And 22 pounds, I still got 5 pounds before I'm under 200. And the diet that I am using is, I started watching The Biggest Loser, and I was really inspired by those people because they really tell their stories and stuff, which I think, to me, is such a huge deal when people tell their stories, because testimony is the biggest thing that's going to help people. And I honestly think that people's testimony is what's going to get other people to start really looking at what they're doing and trying to get help, or trying to fix behaviors or anything like that they're doing, and trying to go into a healthier lifestyle. So I absolutely love the testimony part of everything. So I watched The Biggest Loser. I was in tears the first time I saw it. I started watching it all the time now. I caught the end of a season before, so of course I was in tears, because that is when they showed where they came from and how far they had to come to where they are now. So I did that, and then I went out and I got The Biggest Loser cookbooks, because I really, really, really liked the food that they were showing. It all looked really good, and I was like, this is what I want to eat. So I went and got it, and yes, a lot of it is extremely good. I think the hardest part is not eating more of it and only eating a portion. So it's good food, and they teach you how to cook everything, and they keep the calorie count in there for you. I still count calories for everything that I make, even if it does show how many calories, just because I may be using something different, or a different, like I think it calls for fat-free sometimes on some stuff, and there's a lot of times I can't find that, so I'll get low fat or something. So I still count the calories to make sure I know what's in my stuff. And then I got like a really good set of Tupperware, and I separate each of the portions out, so when I'm grabbing something, I'm only grabbing one portion of it. There's like a chicken salad in there, and I make the chicken salad, and I make a huge batch of it, but then I separate it into little tiny portions in the Tupperware, and then I can just grab one of those little containers, and that's my lunch. So that made it a lot easier for me. I also went out and bought a food scale. This cost me $15 at Bed Bath & Beyond. These, to me, are fantastic, because I am not very good at eyeing things. I want to say that I'm going to, have only this much of something, but I'm pretty sure I over a little bit. So this thing measures my meat, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. One of the trainers on The Biggest Loser had said that you should never eat more than 4 ounces of something, meat, at one sitting, and a chicken breast is like 3 times that. So really measuring out my meat and stuff has really, really helped. I have measuring cups all over the place. We went and bought a George Foreman grill, which I absolutely love, because whoever invented toasting, the man should have a place at the table with Jesus, because that is the best thing ever, is when you toast something. You can take the nastiest thing sometimes and toast it, and for some reason it makes it good. So I absolutely love our George Foreman grill, because I use it for toasting sandwiches, wraps. We use it obviously for barbecuing. when it's cold out and my husband does not want to go outside and barbecue. He's kind of a whiner on that kind of stuff, but I'm not doing it either, so to each their own. But that really helps us cook inside too. Plus it does the whole draining fat thing, and blah blah blah. Really not that hard to clean either. So I do that. I have been tracking everything that I do. I got this from my nutritionist, and I'm pretty sure you can download these off the internet somewhere. It's a intake and activity journal, and what it does is it just shows me what I'm eating. It says dinners, breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack. And then it tells me what I am doing on exercising. So I write down everything. I write down even when I'm doing laundry, anything that really gets me to where I'm going. Cleaning, laundry, playing with the kids, any of that I really count. And I really try to keep track of everything. So this also tells me how many glasses of water I've been drinking. I've been trying to get as much water in as possible. And it tells me if I've taken my multivitamin. Having 3 kids, I forget what I take. And this helps me. I mark it, and I'm like, okay, good, I took my multivitamin for today, because all the days seem to start blurring together. And that helps me with that. Now, with learning yesterday, I went to my class. Obviously, everybody should be taking a multivitamin no matter what. So, I right now take prenatal vitamins because I'm still nursing my daughter. And then when I'm not nursing her, I take a multivitamin, a complete multivitamin. Some of the things that I have heard is with vitamins, this is what my nutritionist was teaching us, that with vitamins you should be taking a multivitamin with iron or a multivitamin complete. There's a lot of multivitamins out there that don't have everything. So those 2 were the ones that she said you really, really should look for and read labels. She's like, you should be reading labels on food, but you should also be reading labels on your vitamins, protein, all that stuff that you're taking in. You got to read those labels too. So right now it's the prenatal, but I will be switching over to, I usually take something that says complete on it. I have been really trying to stick with the water and carrying around a water bottle with me. I noticed that helps, especially a water bottle that shows me how much water is in there. On the sides they show like the Nalgene bottles and stuff. I am not drinking pop. I am not drinking any sugar drinks. To me, I would rather eat my calories, not drink them. So I am making sure everything I drink is either calorie-free or water, which is calorie-free. So I'm drinking water, and I'm drinking a lot of Diet Snapple. I really, really like the Diet Snapple teas. They have a peach tea that, to me, tastes really good. And it has 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything. So it's pretty much flavored water. The Vitamin Water Zeros are really good. They don't have calories. And I think there's a Gatorade that is calorie-free. A lot of these other sports drinks and stuff, they do have calories, so you have to watch it. And also, when they say 50 calories, it usually says 50 calories for 8 ounces. It doesn't say 50 calories for the bottle. And then you got to look at how many ounces are in that. So if it says 50 calories for 8 ounces, and then you're drinking a bottle that's 16 ounces, you got to double that, because a lot of people don't realize that these people are not labeling their stuff based on how much is in it. They're labeling it based on a cup or 8 ounces. So that was one thing I learned that I really had to start looking at and making sure that I was actually doing a serving and not, thinking that the whole box was a serving. I would love that, because then I could eat a box of Oreos and it really could be 150 calories, but it's not. It's like 150 for 3 Oreos. So that is one of the things that I've learned that I need to do. A lot of my emails and stuff showed a lot of stories of a lot of emotional stuff people are going through to get through this. And to me, that is incredibly inspiring, because it shows that we're all vulnerable and we're all struggling with our own stuff. There's a lot of people who help us along our way to weight gain, and a lot of negativity that has helped us. We have done it, but we haven't. A lot of us have not had a lot of help. I came from a family that my father was very abusive verbally, and we were told over and over again how bad we were and how horrible, and pretty much called everything under the sun. So I have had a lot of stories of people who have had that happen to them. And when you get told something over and over again, you tend to start believing it. And I truly believe this for our family is very true. I had my father tell my brothers, I had him pretty much drill into their heads certain things, and I feel like that is a big reason of why they are where they are now. And you know, when you have a parent or somebody do that, it is hurtful, because you do look up to your parents. After everything my dad had done, he passed away last year, and I still miss him, even though it was an incredibly wrong relationship that we had. And you know, he was still my father, whether, you know, the mistakes he made or not. And I just feel that a lot of families don't have the support that they should. And that was one thing I definitely wanted to change with my family, is I wanted to make sure that the support for certain things was evident. And my mom has always been very good at supporting us on a lot of stuff. And but it was very difficult at certain times when you know, having my dad there and not having help from that end. So a lot of the people that were emailing me were telling me about this, and this is a very hurtful thing, and it is something that we do have to overcome. I know that for me, one of the biggest things I did was turn to God, turn to my faith, and I really had to realize that it really never mattered what other people thought about me. It was only what He thought about me. And my biggest thing that I will do is, if I really get into it where I'm like, am I really trying to make everybody else happy? And I will sit down and think to myself, blur them all out and look up, because He's the only one that I care about, that I want to impress, and that I want to make proud. And a lot of my decisions on weight and many other things have been, I don't want to offend people or do things, however, I don't want to offend Him. And He is the one person that I'm going to go for and chase after. So a lot of things that I say are going to be based on that, and in my relationship with God. So that to me is probably the first place I would definitely tell people to go, because He's the only one that's going to be able to heal all that stuff. Another big inspiration for me to fix a lot of the stuff is my children. I absolutely do not want them to go through anything that I had to. And I am incredibly blessed with my husband. I'm just very happy that my children have him, because they will never go through anything that we went through with my dad, with him. And he just loves them so much. And every day I just really, really I'm amazed at the way God has intervened and really brought him into my life. And it is just amazing to me, and that alone proves that there's a God. And just having him in my life makes me realize that just because I grew up with certain things doesn't mean I have to live with certain things. So that is a huge inspiration. I've had a lot of girls email me and tell me about their husbands or ex-husbands or whoever. They can't tell you who you are. There has been abusive relationships that these girls have been in. I have never been in an abusive relationship with a spouse or boyfriend, because I have pretty much been with my husband. And so I don't understand that. I only understand the father-daughter aspect. And for a man to tell a woman that she is less than he is, and that he has compromised by being with her, is heartbreaking to me that a woman would listen to that, because it is completely untrue. And the only reason that that person has said that is because there is something he loathes about himself that he's taking out on you. And that is the most ridiculous thing that I have ever heard a man tell a girl, because there's hate that he has for himself that he is projecting out on his wife or girlfriend. So that is obviously a step in the right direction when you admit to yourself that you don't need that, and you don't need somebody to tell you that, and that you're better than that, and that God adores you, obviously, and He really is the only one that I care that loves me as much as He does, and obviously Doug is just icing on the cake for that. So being in the right relationships really helps with this, I think. My mom is extremely supportive with my weight loss. She's doing it, and she has lost 3 pounds already, 2 pounds, 2 or 3 pounds, and she's only been doing it for a couple of days, and so she's really inspiring. And I have a lot of support from her on a lot of stuff. I also have a lot of support from my mother-in-law, which is fantastic, because she is skinnier like Doug, and so I do see, it's hard to talk to skinnier people because I feel a lot of times that they don't understand, but she really does seem like she understands and is connecting with me. And the best thing about my in-laws is they absolutely care about how things are going in my life and stuff, and I've always been extremely blessed with my in-laws, and having them love me and for the way I am, but yet supporting me and trying to make myself better. So that has always been a great thing. So really a support system, a good support system, and weeding out the negative. There's a lot of people in my family and who I love, and also friends and stuff, that I really can't discuss a lot with because of the negative. I can't deal with it. I'm dealing with negative issues myself, to where I tend to be negative towards people about certain things, and that is something I'm working on. And so I try to keep myself away from that stuff to make sure that I am helping build myself in that area. I don't want to be like that anymore. And so a lot of this stuff I won't discuss with certain people just because I don't want to hear the negative. Now, constructive criticism is awesome. You know, I've had people tell me things in a constructive way of I need to fix, and I have went home and been like, okay, I really want to pray about this, and I really want to see if this is something I need help. And so that to me is great, to get constructive criticism. It's the negative and the pretty much putting down that it's not helping anybody. So really putting yourself around the right people, getting the right support system, having your family back you up, and if you are in one of those relationships, getting out and realizing that you deserve better, and that nobody deserves to be treated at all like that, and that is just the biggest form of wrong to me is abuse in that way. You don't have to be physically punched to be abused, and the mental and emotional abuse is a lot to deal with also. So just dealing with that, and we'll definitely go over more stories and stuff. I definitely want to hit on everybody's questions and everything, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing so far. And I want to do more of the videos and stuff. I might try and do another one today. Wednesdays are my slow days, and I don't like doing these when Doug's home, so I try to do them when he's at work because I feel funny talking to myself, I guess, with him here. So I'll try to get another one out today about one of the girls I'd really like to talk about her story. And please keep updating me about your weight loss and everything. I will definitely keep other people updated on here. I have my mom who's already lost 2 pounds. I have a friend who's doing a Weight Watchers, and she's already lost 6 pounds. I have another friend who's counting calories right now, and I have another friend who told me she started buying the cookbooks because of this. So this is really going to strengthen a lot of us, and I think that we need accountability and support, so I think this is going to be a great tool for everybody to use. And if you've gone through a weight loss and stuff, I would love to hear from you guys too, because we want to hear from people who have already done it and are there, and what you're doing to maintain. So that would be fantastic. So that is it for now, and I'm going to try to keep these as short as I can, but there's times that it gets hard because this is a lot of stuff to fit in, and there's a lot of people that have a lot of emotional stories and stuff, and I apologize if I cry or anything. Having 3 kids has definitely messed with my emotions. So Hopefully I'll be up later, and if not, I'll get one up in the next couple days. And I just really want to thank everybody for the support I'm getting on doing this, and I really hope that you guys are getting something out of this. So I will talk to you guys later.